Welcome. We're going to have a fun day today, let me tell you. The truth is the truth, right here, right now, to be lived, to be known. Living fulfillment. It has nothing to do with living personhood. Living fulfillment is reality. So we're here to do just that. And as I posted this morning, our approach this year is what we jokingly call neck level. We're going to push the boundaries and we're going to raise the bar because the truth is the truth. Why on earth would we delay knowing that I actually have everything? That praising God is just the natural gratitude of living the recognition that one is all. God is all. God is already fully established. It's not becoming. I'm not being moved around and guided to know the finished kingdom somewhere down the track. Now, there is a way now. And the only way that there is to know truth is now. The finished kingdom is now. So we're going to get into that today, and then we'll open this up for conversation and questions and really pulling the thread of the insights that are plain for all to see. We will simply leap more boldly, more openly into truth together. And it can't help but be experienced. There's no, and in fact, it's such a tragic realm of nonsense in pseudo-spiritual conversations. There's no truth to, I know about the truth, but I don't literally, tangibly experience it. Rubbish. So let's get into thy kingdom. Now, these sessions, as they are the Divine Book Club, aren't meant for you to read along, but I'm inviting you to rest back with soft eyes and soft ears, recognizing one is now. The voice for truth will be illuminated. It can't not be. That's not anyone's. It doesn't belong to anyone. There's one thing going on. That's now. Join the dots is all we're here to do. This is several pages. So get comfy and rest back and listen. Thy kingdom come. We are reading from one of our absolute favorites here. Buy the truth and sell it not. We call this an Awakening Essentials Classic. And everyone who has this book in our community has nearly every page dog-eared, ruined. If you spoke to my mother-in-law, you've ruined the book. Nope. This is filled with insights and gems, and we just take these precise pointings and live them. Thy kingdom come. If you've heard it once, you've heard it many times, that the kingdom of heaven is within you. And naturally, that's a now thing. If you have spent any time in church reading your Bible and seeking this kingdom that you keep hearing about, then when and where exactly do you expect this to become a reality to you? Let's just ask this question. When? When are we thinking truth is going to become a reality? When I learn more about it, perhaps? Also rubbish. A study group, nonsense. Is thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven just some great idea that will never truly come to be enjoyed? I declare the kingdom is come here, now. You can declare this too, and that's really the point. Did not Jesus get his prayers answered? He prayed, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done as it is in heaven. It's not thy will might be done, possibly it's done. If you're lucky, it's done. If you're good, it's done. And we'll send a memo to Santa so he comes this year too. Thy will be done. Did he not? Why are you thinking that it has been 2,000 years and his prayer is still not answered? Do you not expect that it would be answered sometime? And why not immediately? Did Jesus have to wait on anything? 5,000 fish and loaves and pow, here, now. All with God is now. So you're either with God or you're not. Let's put this another way so it's really easy to understand. You either have awareness or you're dreaming of being something you're not. You're pretending, in other words, to be something that you're not. That's why we spend every session immersed in truth, because it's the truth that sets you free. The penny can't help but drop when you're immersed in truth. You are in heaven the moment you accept that you never left, cannot leave, because heaven, God, consciousness, life, we're not here to use any particular words because truth isn't denominational. It's beyond debate. It's the very fact of reality. It doesn't matter whether we believe it, don't believe it, think about it, don't think about it. You like it, I like it, someone else doesn't. Who cares? The truth doesn't. Isn't that what you want in your truth? It just isn't biased. It doesn't pick a side. It doesn't have an opinion. And it's well beyond the realm of belief, which is of the lesser realm of misidentified being. In other words, humanity. Knowing this, recognizing this, living this begins to lift you from the place of the plane of thought adopted by this world in misidentification. All that you consider earth or the visible is your world, and your kingdom comes in earth as your perception is lifted to realize all from God's, mind's, spirit's point of view. As our perspective is transformed through the renewing of our mind, we begin to realize a new heaven and a new earth, similar at least at first to what we have been seeing. But our way of seeing is shifted. And I'm going to add entirely from that of looking out from it into it. And what about excuses? There is no excuse for not being still to realize the truth. Once the desire is there, you will not be able to stop yourself with a capital S. You'll not be able to dismiss the truth. You will be so turned from this world that it will hold nothing for you anymore. And this is good news, because what we thought was something is absolutely the tip, the sloppy seconds when heaven is your reality, and it's not close to this world. Understand now that this world and your world are two different things. One is your reality and the other a dream or fictitious story, a false image. This world is one belief after another. Thy kingdom is come when you realize that heaven is all there is. You never left it. And the dream you have been dreaming is over. Suffering can be no more because it doesn't exist in truth. Lack, limitation, wanting, sickness, disease of any kind don't exist in reality. They're just a non-issue, a non-event. No excuses. Just be still and wait upon the Lord. Be still and know. Be still and listen within yourself for the answer to any and all questions which might arise. There's a caveat here. We'll get into this in our questions. And it's an vital clarification. Did Jesus ever have to make excuses for anything he desired that did not come immediately into being? Do you make excuses? Because on this point, we must be really certain. We are here to know perfection. And if you don't, Well, your approach needs attention. Let's get into it. All that you declare in the reality of the One, your true identity, is here already, now, awaiting your recognition of it. All is now. If you think you have to wait on something, you are still in the world of belief. Realize all is now, only, always being. The world of belief is, of course, misidentification. And there's no fix for that. There's no new strategy. There's no changing circumstances. Misidentification is the way of dying. Isn't that a clue in itself? The branch cut off from the tree. It's dying now. Can a branch cut off from a tree ever live? Like a weed you pull out from the ground, it looks like it does for a while, but you know it's short-lived. Just like the personal life, which we've been duped into thinking is something. In fact, ego is so clever it calls this human life precious, like Gollum out of the Lord of the Rings. Life is precious, but it's not personal. It's not divided. It doesn't belong. It can't be owned. Though time may appear to be involved, in truth it isn't, and the answer can never be late. If something is needed immediately, it will be here now immediately. If it is needed before such and such a date, although that might sound like we're dealing with time, that's of no consequence. Only know that all is really now. And in the now it is and will presently be visible by the so-called date. But this is really only known when we are beyond time, with the genuine recognition established, goal, in other words, that all is now. What I is eternity, is infinity, not a thing in it. I am all of it. But I have no man when the water is troubled to put me into the pool. Stop looking to a man. Stop it. Stop listening to a man. Man at his best, his most intellectual, whether you think that's you or someone else, his most impressive state is still simply man. It's like consulting the branch that got cut off from the tree and is poor, wretched, naked, and blind, not to mention impotent. And there's no little blue pill to fix that one. We are invited to come now. We are invited to rise now. Forfeit the lame excuses that Jesus warned us about. I have a piece of property and I have to see to the needs of it, paying for it, working it, and all the responsibilities of this property and the employees involved, and the same with a business, a job, career, or other affairs at this present time. I've bought cattle, stocks, bonds, or have other investments that require I attend to these earthly things first of all. I have a family. Then I'll get to the heavenly things. I'm married and have a wife, husband who doesn't believe like I do. He, she is my problem. This is holding me back. My kids are still too little. After all, I wouldn't want to upset anyone by not following his or her or their wishes, since he, she doesn't believe and think like I do. We have to hear this. It's one of the reasons why very few come to the truth, because we're just not prepared to leave thy nets. This is important to me. This is special. I'm going to hold on to this. If any man loves father, mother, brother, husband, wife, child, bank account, investments, car, fill in the blank, lawn, more than me, he's not worthy of me. That's the deal. Take it or leave it, but don't whinge about it. So forget that one. It is merely your lame excuse for not leaving your comfort zone. This is why it takes a level of responsibility we're just not familiar with for the correction. Taking responsibility means that you're just not interested in a victim-victimizer conversation, story. That's, I'm sure you realize, extremely rare. Jesus never put off until tomorrow anything. All is now, or not at all. The absolute is absolute, and that's what's so comforting. There's no grey area. The way is precise and it is narrow, and if you don't walk it, you're not going to get there. If you think, I'll just take another street to get to my destination, you're not going to get there. You've already walked away from the truth. That's why there is only fact in the statement, I need do nothing. Because it's done. The arrogance of ego assumes that heaven must be close. And surely I have a say in it. Surely I have, we might say, free will. Not in the way it's ever spoken about. We most certainly have dominion. But we do not have a choice about what it is that I am. And it's only knowing what it is that I really am that reality can be known, and that reality is already established in heaven. Jesus came along and in a split second delivered one from 38 years worth of the belief in a crippling life. He brushed aside all possible objections and excuses by simply saying, rise, take up thy bed and walk, period. He did not say, you will have to attend to rehab. Here's the card of a physio that I know well, does good work. He did not say, you will have to develop into this or grow into that. Go and take some Tony Robbins classes. Go and read some books. He didn't say it's a process. He simply spoke the truth. Rise. Come on. I'm speaking to you. Do you hear? Come up out of your circumstances. Now. Stop making excuses for not being who you are. The hour is here. Jesus Christ is come in the flesh, in your conscious awareness. And it is you who must accept this. No one can take the kingdom of heaven and all of the riches that are yours away from you, but no one's going to give it to you. That's why you be not interested in man whose breath is in his nostrils. It's up to you to accept and claim and live truth, to know it like you know, like you know, like you know. Demand of yourself that you be still until you know. Set your mind on things above. Focus on truth. Stay with it and rest. Stop worrying about your little temple body thing, which is only an idea in mind. It's not you. The less attention you pay it, the less you will glorify it as matter that you think of as you. And matter, remember, isn't anything different or separate. There's one substance. The one substance is the supply, is the activity, is all. You can enjoy the canvas of it. You can clean it, feed it, and even paint on it presently. It doesn't matter because it isn't matter. All the things we do to it have no consequence whatsoever, so long as we realize that it, like the daylily, is merely a thing that, for a time, seems to come into visibility, but is passing from view even as it comes into view, just like the lightning which passes swiftly through the sky. You know it was there. You saw it in a blaze of glory for a moment, but then it's gone. You will still be with or without it, and whatever form you, God, life, conscious awareness chooses to express itself as, beyond the little you that you think is so important, will be. because it already is. If you continue to live in the body and of the body, focusing on it, desiring it to be attractive and desirable, with a focus towards its representing who you are in an appearance world, though you may make a corpse beautiful or a beautiful corpse, beyond that, so what? So long as you realize that all the fluffing it up and slimming it down, coloring it beautiful and working it out, fixing it up, sorting it out is vanity, you may do what you wish. You're free. But we must not let the body form thing be our focus, because it is merely a form, an idea slash image, an idea that is recognized as an image, merely a form, a three-dimensional light picture which I, God, use to present myself to a world which could not begin to see me otherwise. That is the purpose of the form, body thing, the only real purpose for it. Our focus must be from the perspective of the one spirit I am, one and the same. And all form is simply a representation of what I think I am, and it's always unimportant. Appearances are always unimportant, nothing. That's why we're told to turn within, not keep an eye within and an eye without. Our focus must be from the perspective of one spirit I am, not from the body or towards the body, not even about the body. To exalt the body is to make it a god, and there is only one. There is no other. Exalt the Lord, the law, the truth. I am the Lord, and there is none else. Give the glory to none other than the truth. It's only when we step into truth that we can begin to see aright. And that's known as I am, not as a thought. That's the difference here, known tangibly. A thought is, well, you can have any thought. That's why embodied truth is the only way, not a study class that could last lifetimes, which is really one of the ego traps. Let me study for years and years. And as you know, we have so many join our community who will say, I've been studying A Course in Miracles for 40, 50 years now. And it's clear that it has made no difference. Truth is truth, and it is all, and it is whole, and it is complete, or it's simply the game persisting, the game of pretending to be something that I'm not. If we continue believing the body is a material reality that we live in time and space, then we're subject to all that thinking entails. If we awake and realize that it is just a light projection which appears as visible form, then we can come out of the thinking of it as our identity. It is only your belief in it as a material, independently existing physical thing, that I am in it. That's where I'm located, in this thing, that keeps you doing these silly things, like worrying about the body, how it's going, how's health, how's my future, how's my love life. Get your mind off this misidentified, misperceived sense of identity. Be absent-minded from the body, and be present with the Lord, the law of the spirit of life. Be more absent-minded. The more absent-minded we are in regards to a body, the more we are present in reality. That's just how it goes. That's why stand in truth. Are you being honest as truth, in truth? Get your eyes off of your little self, and every activity that is giving two hoots about how this little self is going is off. Unfortunately, a lot of that is considered to be the way, but it's not. Let me fix this character that doesn't exist. Let me evolve this character. Let me take classes. No, not one of it is right. And it doesn't matter what label you call it. But be wary, because a lot of it is called spiritual awakening, spiritual growth. If there is a person involved in that, or a personal perception involved in that, accepted as some kind of real foundation, it's off. Set your mind on things above. Think on the things which are truth, honest, to thine own self be true, just, righteous judgment rather than judging by appearances, pure, lovely, of a good report, virtuous, excellent, perfect, praise. True praise is entering the rest of God, which proves you know what God is. No longer fighting the appearance of things or trying to hold on to the visible, which is passing from sight as we speak. It has no independent existence. Think on these things. You can think, you can learn. Thinking's not the enemy. It's a divine faculty, we might say. Only when it's aligned in truth, however. And everything of person, just like every feelings that are personal, no, nothing at all. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, to be thus minded. And if in anything you are otherwise minded, in other words, thinking you are not perfect, God shall reveal even this to you. Think on these things. It does not say, think on these things and. It simply says, think on these things, period. If it is not truth, ignore it, forget it, let go of it. It is not honest, it's not true to yourself. Then it is nothing. It's unfortunately defending the frenemy that keeps you from full realization and fulfillment. It is not just judging by righteousness, not by appearances. We need not give it another thought. If it's not pure, it is because we've wandered into a land of impurity, perverting truth. If it is not lovely, we are mentally out of focus, calling darkness light. Our world is upside down, believing the lie to be truth. Everything brought into the light is lovely, good, whole, perfect. If it is not a good report, it is no report at all. It is the lie. Accept and believe it not. It just isn't there. No substance to it. No reality, no power, nothing. If it is not virtuous, it falls into the realm of imperfection and lack, which again is nothing. It is not praiseworthy. It comes under the title works, where the little self is still pumping iron, trying to be the spiritual giant in this fairy tale world. So get your mind on these things and let every other thought blow away like smoke in the wind. There's nothing wrong with the body, but you simply must realize that it is an idea in mind, no different than the book you are holding, the book you're listening to, the chair, the lamp, the desk, the bed, the clock, the dog, the flower, the bird, the vase, my special whatever. All are only ideas in mind, light being projected into form, thought being image, one and the same. One is, that's the law, that's the rule. There's nothing other than one actually going on now. That's why it's only standing in one now that the matrix can be dismantled. Yes, I know very well we have all been asleep in the dark. I know very well that you seem to have nodded off for a moment, but that's all over when you accept that I and my Father consciousness are one. Come out of this world of belief. All, and I do mean all, that you have believed to be true has been, but for a moment, it's actually not registered in truth. No harm, no foul. Truth has not skipped a beat. The song of heaven has not skipped a note, and not one note is being missed. And it has no meaning or purpose any more than a dream last night does. Your whole self is what you have to realize. Your true self is what you have to realize and recognize as is, all fully established, and the dream was never anything. In God, there is no time. Believing in time, you have thought that it would take time to be holy, to be whole. Wake up. It may seem that there is a time element as you toss and turn in your beliefs, and it may seem that there is time involved as you open your eyes and as your inner eye opens, as you squint into the light, trying to make out exactly what it is that is there, but there is no time really. It only seems so, and unfortunately, the realm of misidentification, the world of personhood, is just a game of it seems. All the while, reality is a little bit below the surface. Just while like scratching the surface of the Buddha that looks like a great big statue of mud to reveal it is solid gold. The fields are white to harvest now. All is now. Let's take a moment here. We'll just pause, reflect, gather any questions, and then we are going to pull this thread so that you walk away from this session anew, entirely.